And we should be chugging if things are not breaking. I think that I'm not the only viewer, so if you're here and you can register, say something to me. Let's start with the sketching for the animation. No. Oh, that was a no. My pen. Okay, why is there no pressure sensitivity? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, if you want jams, please do bring them yourself, since I'm listening to BB Ponzu make their own mods, so I can stay inspired. The pen size is way too freaking big for a sketch. Yeah, this is, yeah, good size. 7 pixels. I was thinking, oh gosh, no, oh no. I was thinking, hey, just do all the sketches on, I was thinking of doing all the initial sprites on paper, but then I realized, due to how finicky, it can be, Friday Night Funkin', can be in terms of animation jitters, might as well just get them all in the same place. At the beginning, to avoid any merging, like any different sizing and oh, okay, switching to something else because my brain is getting BB Ponzu mixed up with my train of thought, and we all love that. Oh yes, the joys of copyrighted music of which you cannot hear. So we're working. So initially, this pretty lady right here is going to be overlaid over Spookies. So I don't have to do much work other than making sure all the alignments are up to snuff and the animation works. But hopefully I can work up to knowing how to make my own week, which would be very interesting, to say the least. Because I would need to learn music production, because despite the fact that I sing like nobody's business constantly, I know nothing about music production or traditional music theory. So that is a rather big hurdle. That's the word. Okay. We're working up because I've been singing a lot throughout my life, and I sing a lot now, like constantly. I can't freaking shut up. But in the choir I was in, it was all by ear because it was for children and in a church. So sheet music would get lost. The few times we had to print out the lyrics, it did get lost. So I can tell you when something's wrong. I can definitely do that. But I can't really tell you what's wrong about it. For example, if you play something in the wrong key, I can say, oh, that sounds wrong, but I can't tell you in music nerd terms how it's wrong. Or, well, nothing could be wrong, just icky, I suppose. Musically icky. But getting into this lovely lady, it's been a while since I've used a drawing tablet. Oh my. I haven't been using Fire Alpaca. My go-to is Medibang. But I need the onion skin feature. So we are kind of forced to work with what we have. And I don't have any other animations tool other than like Pencil 2D, and that is very not usable. Though it's nice to get sketches out. Pardon, I bumped my mic. I think. Probably. I think. What's supposed to be the mic, I bumped it, but if it is actually the mic, who knows? The world may never know. Hopefully we're chugging through decently. My preview has been buffering to hell and back, but it says that we're still live and that the connection is excellent. So I'm just going to assume that it is, and hopefully OBS will tell me, oh, the stream is gone, if the stream does disappear. So I'm at least hopeful for that. Did we lose pen pressure? No, we didn't. Okay, we did for a bit, but then we got it back. This is why I prefer lining traditionally, because I don't really care as much about line prettiness, but that undo button, oh, that undo button, ever appealing, because, oh, you made a mistake, you can just press a button and, oh, it's gone. So that's appealing in its own way, but not that good for getting things done. I'm trying not to zoom in too deep. Just do how I would usually draw on pen and paper. Now, donut circle. But on to this lovely lady. Either, the working name for this mod is Bedroom Broiling. She is a witch, both in the traditional sense and the one you think about in the Halloween sense, with her trusty broom and cat. And she makes lo-fi music and bedroom pop, because most of the time she doesn't leave her room. And how boyfriend and girlfriend end up in her room, in her domain? Well, I was thinking that this could be one of either of their friends, like siblings. I was thinking primarily like girlfriend's friend's sister. It was like they were dared to go into her room and take something, but they get caught, and then rap battle. Something appropriate, of course. Like a stick that she really liked, or like a candle. Nothing inappropriate. Nothing. Absolutely nothing inappropriate. Do not even suggest that I would want something inappropriate to be taken from this beautiful, beautiful lady. How dare you? Where the frick? Oh, my brain got confused because, oh, where did the robe go? I only did one side. Whoosh. That swoosh, man. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I controlled Z too far. Okay. Swoosh. Swoosh. Closer, but not there. Close enough. A little bit of overshoot is nice. So we can just erase that. No, not that. You didn't want that. No, I don't want that. Didn't mean to press the silly button on the side of my drawing tablet. Drawing tablet pen. Words are difficult for me. It's 8 in the morning, my time. I was thinking, yo, maybe I should, like, try streaming later in the day. But in terms of my waking cycle, this is roughly my afternoon for when I'm awake and about. and I just generally more personable around this time, but no one that I converse with is awake, or they're going to work or school, so we're kind of stuck. Though I do appreciate anyone who is here, whether live or after the fact. I need to go in here with a smaller pen size. Let's go with 5. Instead of giving her a traditional microphone, I'm giving her the little part of the iPhone the microphone of most Apple devices, like the Apple's headphones, folded over and held in her hand. So, like most TikTokers do when they're trying to sing, but they don't have access to a microphone. Because low production value, she doesn't have a proper mic. And she mostly doesn't sing. She does background samples occasionally for her own work. Those don't have to be high quality. Pardon. Most of her samples are low quality because they're in lo-fi music and shitty bedroom pop. So no one really cares because they're muddled and filled with effects anyway. So that's why she never really invested in a microphone. So that's why she just has the earbud mics. She does have better headphones though. She's just like, oh, time to rap battle? State mandated rap battle to solve a conflict? Oh, better grab my phone. And then that's how she participates in the funny rap. Okay, quality's still going. We didn't get cut off, which is great. So we're chugging through. Luckily, Fire Alpaca stopped doing the thing where it stopped scrolling properly, because it was doing that for a while, even after I updated it. But now it can scroll with no problem, which is very nice. This is the rough sketch. I'm reminding myself. So I don't get too perfectionistic, but I still want it to be clear. Okay. We cleared that undo. I forgot the cat. Darn it. No, the cat, do know that the cat is not named yet. Please, give me names for this, kitty covering kitty. Let's just say that. I wanted to make her sit in a more comfortable position. but also keep it appropriate. So that's where this little buddy came in, the design process. Being very conveniently placed, and I'm also planning on making this little friend point their ears in the direction, like, so up they go up extra, down they squish, you know, cute things for a cute cat whose voidless eyes stare into your soul curiously. He isn't going to steal your soul. He doesn't wish to steal your soul. He only wishes for head pats. Well, I guess he's a he now, I suppose. So we're getting rid of this layer. Wait, let me get the initial check of... I almost forgot to indicate where his eyes would be. So... there we are. So this can go goodbye. It can't go goodbye yet. I am a silly Billy. No. Goodbye. And we're good for the first layer. I need to add the lines that indicate the tie on her robe. So it goes there, there. Nail, finger, implied. Joy. Time to turn on onion skin. View onion skin mode. Okay, so view and no transparent background. We need to see it the best we can. Okay, let's start with we haven't used the red. So knee, foot, um, where I'm remembering how I usually sketch these things. Well, this particular style, circle, blob. Let's start with an inward kick. This is the idle animation. Eh, eh. Lots of lumps and lots of beans. Swoop. Yeah. Swoop. 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 Okay. View. Autoplay. Oh no. Let's do 2 frames a second. Just to. Let's swerve this. No, I'm not dealing with a character with pointy ears. I can't do what I do with characters with pointy ears. Fellow artists, during this quarantine, have you been drawn to drawing things with pointy ears? Give me. I just remembered I didn't post the notification that I'm streaming in my personal server. Silly Billy thoughts. Or Silly Billy brain. Okay, bitrate's still going smooth. Oh, frick. I forgot one part of the entire setup. Because, I forgot to put the text that says what I'm doing. Because repetition is nice. Okay. This is mildly. Oh no, we don't want that. Nope, put that back. Put that back. Okay. Text. Eh. 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 No. No. Gosh darn it. now we're there. There we are. The thing is, I am mildly incompetent. That's the main thing. No, not that. So the moment that I don't want you clicked, I want you clicked, you don't click. The moment that this happened, isn't it annoying when things that you actively attempt to just go on and fall on their face? Mm-hmm. Shoulders. Shoulders. We're working. I'm vibing on with my own not very copyright friendly jams myself. Well, not sure if they're copyright friendly. I was listening to tutorials earlier just to make sure I get this whole modding thing. So I just had a reference and could just listen along. And through the magical power of passive absorption of knowledge, get the knowledge beamed into my brain. But that was then messing with my talking vibe. So that went adieu and was replaced with wordless lo-fi hip-hop. Easily worked to with a very easily distracted brain. We turn the circles into lumpy beans. Lumpy leg bean. Lumpy leg bean. Lots of people say work with small shapes small simple shapes, and I fully use that methodology. So we start very blobby. Okay, so the robe sketch. The robe is less poofy because she's kicking her feet in. I will add the hovering to the animation later. Right now we're just trying to get everything in its own place. But this is what I'm going to assume on her upflow. Robe is basically the same, but slightly different. Circle. Loti circle. Donutify the circle. Over the knee. Extend the wings. And I'm gonna autoplay it. This might be a tad bit jank with the microphone. But we can just say magic and move on. The joys. Magic. Don't want to do a thing that makes sense? Have magic in your setting? Just use magic. Something oddly convoluted? Rooted in something that you don't want to do? Or something you don't want to do? Explain away with magic. Warning. May induce very angry people to yell at you for not being consistent about your magic. And or just being lazy. Magic. Please don't yell at me. It's magic. I don't really understand the people who like hard magic in terms of fantasy content. It's never really been my jam. I just like very soft, gushy magic. The gushier, the more freedom, the more freedom that it allows in its materials and execution, the better for me personally. Because with most magic-based media that I consume, the softness allows for more creativity. And though people may say, oh, it's an excuse for lazy people to not write consistently, I think it's an invitation to be aggressively creative and anything that comes to mind can go, and that is a wonderful thing to me. Though, as long as the story's fun, I don't really mind plot holes either, so, as long as the story's fun and the characters and the story that is being told is enjoyable, it doesn't really matter to me, the excuses that are made to make that fun thing happen. Because the fun thing, why would you complain? Because you get the fun thing. Is it obvious that Fizzy watches primarily children's media? Well, consumes primarily children's media. I think it's pretty obvious that I consume mostly children's media, but I think that's fine. It's not too convoluted. It doesn't need to take up that much space in your brain when you consume it. Because my brain likes just, like, the brain itself likes to take up a lot of the brain when I do anything. So not having another thing require that much strain on the brain is nice. I should also... So that's the up. Flipping through like paper. Since this is a rhythm game with a lot of bounce, let's add the, so there's an up float, a mid float, and a bigger down float. So on the off, so we have the big floof and the bounce, but also the chillness to the bounce. And we'll add the actual bounce and floating later, as I said before. I'm going to be sticking to 3 frames maximum, at least initially, for each direction. Preferably only 2. But idle gets 3 for that extra floofy bounce. Let's do the autoplay. Um, bean, feet beans. Let's keep it one color this time for the sketch, because so it gets less cluttered in my brain, because the one thing we want to avoid is brain clutter. And let's add the blank on this. Since it's anticipating that it is the drop frame. Little boom. Tiny boom jig. Mushy. Mushy friend. Mushy friend. Moosh. Let's stretch it out a little. Let's make an up tap for the hand and make it extended with the flounce. And let's show the thumb for that one, for this frame. Here at the bottom. For that bounce. Let's do a little squish on everything. With the joys of squish. Okay. let's yeah, that's a bop. It's very bouncy. Just what we want. And time to add the slippers. Derp. Circle. Circle. Long. Circle. Sausage. We're making it bouncy for the Friday night funk. Bouncy animation. Bouncy animation. Okay, checking back in. We are consistent. Joys. We're getting that extra bounce. Beans. Beans. Pardon. I don't know why I started taking. Oh gosh darn. I was playing around in beepbox.co, just to get used to making things, musically speaking, and I was thinking of the sound that should be her voice. Pardon allergies. And I found this glass bowl sound that was very nice. And I thought, yeah, that could be like, I'm not sure what they're called, but those who use like bowls with different tones to get their vibes in order. Let's rotate her a tad. Okay. Okay. Switch over to the upbeat. Transform. So we add a little bit of up. I forgot to draw her broom. Broom, broom, broom. Yeah, roughly broom me enough. So let's see on that autoplay view. Yeah. I need to check how many frames are allowed in idle animation because one frame just to relax on her sitting pose would be very nice. So we're on the upbeat. So I would like one frame to just recover. So let's doodle that out now. Just different but the same. So we can just kind of trace over this. Boop. 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 Nope. Boop. A little bit of variety doesn't hurt in terms of it doesn't have to be exactly the same, so don't worry about that. That is mostly referring to myself in this case. I don't want her to be that antagonistic. She is a bit floaty in terms of personality. She's also constantly high. But like funny motifs. Floaty personality, a little bit above the typical level of boyfriend, but not too tall. You're high. I'm a clever bean. In terms of visual symbolism in the character. Darn. The funny little noises do actually help if you're having trouble. Pew. No, that was you. Okay, let's do the autoplay. Yeah. Yeah, this is very nice. In terms of animation, it moves very well. I will be putting a little GIF of the progress that we made during today's stream on my YouTube afterwards. So keep an eye out for that. Dupe. Let's move this up a bit because though it is very bouncy, it's a little too bouncy in comparison to the rest of the otherwise very chill movement. So transform, move it up a tad bit. And let's autoplay. Bouncy with still chill in terms of vibe. And it's been an hour and we got the sketch done. So calling it here for now. I may or may not be back later today or probably tomorrow morning. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for floating with the Fizzy Cloud. See y'all.